Good evening. It's Monday the 30th of October and I'm just going to recap my trading for today. On my screen is the 5-minute chart for the MES, also the ES chart, and today I basically took one decent trade, which was this level I was watching for, 41.85, and I originally wanted to get the break and retest of the pre-market, and I guess I probably would have got it if I was looking at a smaller time frame, but on the 5-minute chart there was no retest. So in fact I did try taking it a bit later. It was a small stop out just there, just a speculative, I think it was there I took it, and it's green a little tiny bit, and I kept my stop quite tight and it stopped me out. So that was me done on that trade. But the one I did take was this level here, 41.85. I saw it come in. We had this hanging man, which is the first sign of weakness, a second hanging man, which is another sign of weakness, and we had this higher volume bar, in fact above average volume for this indecision, and on the 2-minute there was lots of topping tails as well, and it was coming into my area. Let's go into the 2-minute quickly. Let's get back. So this is a 2-minute chart, and 9:30 open. So we had an indecision bar, and we had the hanging man on the 5-minute, another one on this 2-minute, and it was above average volume as well. And so all these were pointing to a sign that we're probably showing a bit of weakness in the buy-in. So my short was the break of that area there. So it was 41.80, I think it's 41.81, something like that. I anticipated it slightly. So I got in as it broke down, and my out was on the VWAP, and that's exactly what I was going for today. So it's a good out. I should have, in fact, my first out was here. In fact, I went in for 2 contracts up here, got both out here. I took a small ad just there with 1 contract, and I got out on the VWAP. And that was it, that was my trade done. I should have been done for the day, but I wasn't, unfortunately. I overtraded quite a lot today, and I ended positive, but it was hard work. In fact, I ended the day on the same amount of profit, but with more commissions paid than it would be if I just took this first trade. So my next trade was, I was trying to find, in fact, let me just check my levels. Okay, it was 41.60, and I went long after this area was breaking out. So I saw bottom tails, bottom tails, bottom tails, potential ending volume, again potential ending volume there, so increased volume. So I went long as we broke out on confirmation, came back a little bit on myself, and I took profit off the VWAP, and then I was out by the time it got back down here. I think my last out was there. So 2 contracts, and so I was okay then. And then I started, this is a bit where I started overtrading. I should have walked at this point for sure. I tried shorting the VWAP and it didn't work. Then I tried going long as we broke over the VWAP, and it came back on me. So lots of little small paper cuts. Wasn't too proud of the way I traded. I did go long down here again. I think it's on this area here, but I didn't hold on to it, and I was out pretty quick, and I missed the rest of the run up. And then my next trade, you know, there's a few little trades here where I got chopped around a bit, and one thing I didn't recognise was this trend. You can see at the bottom we had this rising trend coming up, and it's obvious really when you look back at it. Potentially I could have got in on any of these breaks there at the bottom, and a bit of consolidation there. And look at this, we saw reducing volume, and then the first candle, a big increase in volume, and you saw above average volume. Alarm bell should be ringing. I saw this, and I did get in. I got in quite late, and I was out at that area there. So I made back, and I did do one more trade at the end of the day, and it was a short from the top, 41.96. In fact, that's a bit of a lie. I had 2 trades. I was long when it broke over this area, and I was aiming for 4200, didn't quite get there, so I got out and I reversed my position back down again, and I think I'm out of that as well. Yeah, I'm out of that as well. In fact, I didn't get triggered. I missed my trigger. I thought I was in. So I only got that last long at the end of the day. And again, my out was when I broke this trend line, and I was going to be triggered in on the touch that trend line. I thought I was already in, but I wasn't. But that's fine. That's overtrading. Definitely if you want to talk about overtrading, that's overtrading just there. You know, having orders in place and stuff. So it was a good out, by the way. End of the day, positive. My commissions probably were a fair chunk as well, because I took quite a lot of contracts and lots of small paper cuts. But tomorrow I'm going to work better on just walking away, because all I had to do is walk away. Maybe that trade I should have walked away there, or I should have walked away after this trade, and I could have then all of this time here where I was watching them. I wasn't always in front of my computer, but all of this time I basically gave. I know you talk about giving money back to the market, but I gave my time back to the market, and I could have done better things myself in that time. So, bit of a disappointing day. Still green, but definitely need to work better on it. So where are we going tomorrow? Let's have a quick look at the daily. Are we still in the inside day? Yeah, barely. We've actually just broken that area. So it was an inside day, and that's why I was getting a lot of backwards and forwards play. I think potentially we could move up towards this 200 moving average, which is 4260, 4280 area. And I think if you saw my video this morning, just to remind us, we are in a downtrend still on the daily. Putting in lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. This is a lower low now because we've broken the pivot, and wherever it goes we will find out over the next few days. And don't forget, we've got FMOC this week and a few things, so we may have a bit of a strange week ahead. Okay, so that's my trade really. Again, green day but over traded, and I'm going to work one of my 1% improvements this week is going to work on walking when I'm positive. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow at 9 AM Eastern Time, which is in the UK. It's not 2 PM as it has been. It's now 1 PM. So I have to remember that tomorrow until the clocks in the US go back on at next weekend. Okay, thanks for watching.